Welcome to episode 1 of cycle 1 of Aura Allure's Next Top Model. I'm Natasia and I'll be your host. So if you guys watched the intro video to cycle 1, what happened is we had about 6 dropouts, so I had to put the cycle on a hiatus and recruit new girls because I wasn't able to do a cycle with only 4 people. So we got 6 more reliable contestants and now they'll be competing. And so I'm going to introduce you to the new girls and guys of this cycle, and instead of putting their tips in the video, I'm just going to message them to them, so to save space for this video. We have Christina, Brianna, Sakuya, Ali, Brittany, and Brenda. Okay, so this week we had our first assignment, and our assignment was beachwear, and it's going to be a 2-part assignment with beachwear, and this week you have to do it commercially. And now when I explain commercially versus editorial, commercial versus editorial, I like to think like compare 17 magazine to like Nylon magazine, and that's pretty much how you distinguish the two. And also, so you had to be commercial this week. And to throw in a little twist, I said I wanted it either outside or somewhere unexpected. So not in like your bedroom or your bathroom, because that's where everyone takes their pictures. So I wanted to see something new and interesting. So now we'll start the judging. Okay, so when judging the photos, there's a few things we look for, like 5 main categories. And the first one is we look for technical things in the photo, like if there's any like technical faults in the photo, such as cutouts, if the photos were self-taken, black and white, poor quality, those kind of things are things that we take off points for. And then the second category is how well does it fit the assignment. So if the photo doesn't make like really go with the assignment, you'll lose points for that. The third category is creativity. Did you take an extra step with the photo and make it unique? And then the fourth category is, do we personally like the photo? And that differs from judge to judge. And then cohesiveness is the 5th category, and that's just like, does the photo make sense, or is it just weird? And let me introduce you to the judges. They will be Seven, me, and Demi. Okay, so first we had Brenda, and technically your lighting was off, so you kind of couldn't see you as well, and your elbows kind of cut off, and I know that's not like a really big deal, but you know you might just want to watch that in the future. And assignment-wise, you did get the beachwear part right, but you didn't follow the being outside or in an unexpected place. And I asked you to redo the photo, and you said that you were just going to stick with this one. So I was like, okay, but it might count against you. And then we judged all the photos, we had our call-out order, and then last minute you said you sent me a different photo. And I can't accept that because we've already judged everything. So you have to keep in mind due dates, and if you're not ready for something, don't send me in a worse or you're not your best picture. And when I looked at the picture you sent me, it still didn't follow the requirements, so it wouldn't have helped you either way. So it doesn't really matter. But we didn't really like this photo too much. Like, it's a nice photo, but there's just a few problems with it. Like, your expression, we aren't really a fan of. You had the same expression in some of your entry photos, so we want to see more variety. And also, you kind of look drowsy, and you should have just smiled, and it would have been a lot stronger. Also, we thought that this was a little too sight model-y, and it didn't really tell a story. You're just kind of standing there. So you need to be more creative with your... Okay, so now we have Haley, and we really liked this photo, and we thought it was such a great improvement from last week. Well, the entry photos, because you're last in those. But in this one, we're just like, wow, she's really, really great. Like, this is such an improvement. We really loved how you actually went and took the picture in the water. But one of the judges thought that maybe there should be more to it than just you in the water. But personally, I loved it, and most of us did too. And we thought it was also very commercial, so that really fit. Um, there were mixed reviews about the angle because I remember last week we told you not to take the photos from a downward angle, but we felt like for this photo it really worked, but some judges um, thought differently. We liked how happy you looked in the photo. Some of us even had nothing negative to say about this photo, and we just thought you did a really great job. Now, Brittany. Okay, so this week the judges were really blown away with why you would decide to submit this photo. We can't see your face. It's self-taken. We can't even see if you're wearing beachwear, and we can't even see the background. And besides that, it doesn't even fit the assignment because it's not very commercial. You just did not hit the spot on any of the categories. And we couldn't really judge it properly. Okay, so now we have Corey. And when the judges first looked at this photo, we were confused because we didn't think it fit the beachwear assignment. I see how you use the bright colors and you're wearing sandals, but I don't really think that counts. Also, a lot of the judges didn't like how it was so dark in your picture, but personally I thought it worked because it didn't, it was unusual for the assignment. But that was only some judges. We debated about that one. One of the judges didn't like how you were bent because you were also bent in one of your entry photos, and we want to see some variety. But we liked how you stood out, but honestly, we didn't think this fit the assignment very well. Okay, so now we have Sky, and all the judges really, really loved your photo this week. We only had a few critiques to say about it. For one, we wished you were more out there. You kind of looked held back a little. And we just thought like you could have had more confidence and it could have really made you shine. Also, we thought this was a little too editorial and not commercial. And that's a big part of the assignment. Also, some of the judges said that they wish there was more of a connection between you and the classroom. Like that was a really cute idea. It was really creative. But this picture looks like you're just in a bathing suit in a classroom. So you could have made a bigger connection between those two things. And other than that, we really, really love the photo. Okay, so now we have Esme, and we really, really loved your photo this week. We thought it really fit the assignment well, and we loved how that you were outside and also in an unexpected place, so that was just a really good job by you. Um, some judges didn't like the quality, but it was a step up from the previous one, so that didn't really matter this week. Also, we really liked your facial expression in this photo. We thought you did a really nice job with that. We thought maybe the pose could be a little more exciting, but we loved how natural the photo was. Like it looked like you were actually strolling through the woods or wherever you are. And some judges actually had nothing. Okay, so now we have Brianna, and the judges liked your photo this week. I pointed out that you had a slight cutoff on your hand, which isn't the biggest deal in the world, but you just might want to watch that. Um, all the judges had to agree that your creativity was lacking, and we thought if maybe you added a little more elements to the photo, it could have made it a lot stronger. We thought maybe you should smile more, and that could have even made this photo a lot stronger. Some of the judges, well, one of the judges, didn't really see the beachwear in this. They were like, yeah, you're in sunglasses, yeah, you're in a dress, but I don't see it. That wasn't me personally, but you need to think of the other judges too. They thought maybe if you had some brighter colors on, it could have made this picture a little more interesting. Okay, so now we have Sakuya. Please tell me if I'm saying your name wrong, by the way. Um, okay, so we thought this was a really good edit, and we liked it, and we think you did a good job on it. Some of the judges didn't think, well, most of the judges, all the judges didn't think they would be able to recognize this as beachwear without the background. And one of the judges thought this was a little too inappropriate, and it went too far past commercial and more provocative. So you might want to watch that. Okay, so now we have Allie, and we loved your photo this week. It was so cute, and it was exactly what we were looking for the assignment. Um, some critiques were we wish that your other leg could have made it into the photo, and it kind of draws the eye away from you. Um, some people thought that you should look at the camera more. Like, you should definitely look at the camera more because it would have made this a lot more commercial. And we really liked the angle of this photo. We thought it was perfect for the assignment, and altogether, you just did a really good job. Okay, so now we have Christina, and immediately one of the flaws we saw with this photo was that the brightness, it wasn't very bright on you and more on the grass, so your background was overshining you, and that's a problem, so you just fix that in your upcoming photos. Um, we thought your expression could have been better, maybe looked a little more happy, but we absolutely loved how you have this on screen. We thought that was such a creative touch and it really added more to the photo. And we thought you really followed the assignment well and we absolutely loved it. Okay, so now we're going to start the call out order, but I wanted to let you guys know how the photos are judged. Okay, so there's 4 judges, me, Demi, 7, and then there's our secret mystery judge who doesn't want to be named. So, anyway, what we do is if we put you first on our call out order, you get 10 points. And then, if we call you second best, you get 9 points, and so on until you get down to the bottom person and they only get 1 point. And so we tally up everyone's points. And so technically the highest you could get is 40. But, that's if you were on the top person on every person's call out list. And also, as a little perk, if you get voted off in the competition, you can come back into the competition as a judge. So that's up to you. And so if you get voted off in this episode or any future episodes, let me know if you want to be a judge. Now let's begin. Brittany, I'm really sorry, but the judges just couldn't overlook all the faults of your photo that were required of all NTMs. I suggest that if you want to do an NTM again, maybe do some more research beforehand, and I'd love for you to sign up for Cycle 2. So, thank you for signing up.